Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany and welcome to my channel. I come on here and I've been posting all my full-length videos of my artwork. So if you like dark and creepy, you came to the right place. I mostly paint like horror stuff or skeletons, skulls, and that kind of thing. I've also been painting quite a few insects. I like the look of like the pinned bugs and stuff, so I've been doing some butterflies recently. It is not all I do. I do paint a lot of animals also. I do quite a few pet portraits. I have painted some larger paintings of pet portraits, but I've also been doing some smaller ones and putting them on ornaments, which quite a few people seem to like. Been doing a lot of gifts for people, and so happy to be able to make a painting in honor of their pet. So I guess I should start talking about my actual painting I'm painting right now. I hope you like The Simpsons, because I definitely do. I've painted a few different characters from The Simpsons. I've already posted about Bart, and I've been doing The Simpsons family as their x-rays. So I got a few of them done so far. I still have a few more to do. I do plan on doing the whole family. But in this one I got a little sidetracked and decided to do Scratchy. So the Treehouse of Horror episodes are my favorite, so I had to do the version of him with his head cut off and then made into a lantern. I've also painted Marge and Maggie, which I will try to post in the next couple weeks. I post a video, try to every Friday, once a week, till I get all my artwork on here. I just wanted to get it all in one place on all my full-length videos. I am also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Buffer Creations. I'll put it down in the description below if you want to check any of those pages out. But I generally just post shorter videos on my artwork, and then some things I'm currently working on. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. My dog decides he wants to sit by my feet and chew on a toy. I've just recently gotten a puppy. I officially had her for a month. She's 12 weeks old now. She is adorable and growing so fast. I can't believe she already weighs 30 pounds. She's gonna be a big girl. But she is my new best friend and my new painting buddy. So back to Scratchy. So I wasn't sure what to do with the background, so I decided to do some drips coming down. So I just used some tracing paper and then transferred that over so I could get it how I would want it to look like. So I'm going to do green drips, and then the rest I'm going to do purple. I had to do so many coats of this green. It is fluorescent, so it will glow under UV light, but it just didn't cover very well. And then I get my head in the shot. Like I said, I do a lot of coats just to try to get it to cover. Have learned of some ways to help that. Put some white in the paint, I find that helps a bit, or some gesso. I think someone put some cornstarch in it once, and that seemed to help. I haven't actually tried that one, but I'll have to test that out sometime. So I tried to add some realistic features to Scratchy, kind of with the nose, teeth, and you'll tell some more once I get going. But I didn't want to change it too much because I wanted to still keep the aspect of the character, but I thought it might be a little change to do some realism too. So I usually use acrylic paper to do my paintings on, but for this one I decided to use one of the practice boards. I like using these just because you can put it into a regular frame. You don't have to buy a canvas frame. Plus it takes up less for storage and all that, but I find they work really well. I was doing a lot of canvases at one point, and like I said, it just takes up a lot of space and storage. But I used to do some paint pours, so I have a lot of those, which I want to add some more stuff to it to kind of make it a little more appealing, I guess, or interesting. Because I found so many people were doing the paint pours and they became really popular. Now I see a lot of them going to like secondhand stores or in Value Village, which is kind of sad, but I don't know. So I've got to figure out kind of how to paint on something that's varnished already, because I use like gloss varnishes for that stuff. I have heard about just like sanding it, but then I'm worried that if I sand it all, that you'll see it once you varnish it again. So I'm gonna have to test it out, do some testers and see how that goes. But I think that'll make a cool background for some paintings. And then kind of just upcycling my own works that I still have in storage. When I first started doing them, there was like nothing in the art stores you can get to do it with. I did some research in how people do them. Now it's easier access to, like, you have stuff pre-made, you have stuff you can add to it to like get different effects. I don't know, like I said, it became popular and then everybody was doing it. I even found when I started doing them, there was a lot of people making them too, but I don't know. I've definitely come a long way since then, and my style has definitely changed. But that was my introduction to the art world and figuring out what I want to do and what my style is and what I like. It's definitely a learning experience, and I'm so glad that I got back into creating or painting and making things. I've always enjoyed making crafts ever since I was little, like knitting, I did beadwork, cross stitch. My whole family are crafty people. So that's where I get it from. So for the glow for Scratchy's face, I decided to put white around it first and then go in with like the reddish orange to show so it would show up better, which it worked pretty well. And add a little glow to his teeth. What am I watching there? Looks like, oh, I'm watching Coraline. I think earlier I was watching The Simpsons, the Treehouse of Horror, of course. I always like to watch shows or movies while I'm painting. I kind of half watch the show, but I don't know. Instead of like putting music on, I like to put show on, which is what I prefer. I just don't like to sit there and just silence, but just some background noise. Well, I am pretty much done the painting. Just adding some final highlights, trying to make that blood pop at the bottom, and a little bit more shadows. Trying to make sure that his eyes really glow. And then adding some shadows on the drips to make those pop and look more 3D. Well, if you stayed to the end, thank you. You can also check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Buffett Creations. I also have some other videos on here if you'd like to check those out. A follow or subscribe, whatever, it all helps my journey. Thanks for joining me. Bye.